We all been through these.
Notable school canon events. First up, getting friend zoned. Getting friend zoned is something that we've all gone through in our life. You have a crush on a girl. You start envisioning a whole future with this girl. Holding hands in the hallway, sneaking off to the car.
Damn, have y'all ever gotten friend zoned before?
Prom, having kids, having babies, having child support, blah, blah, blah. The only thing that's stopping
you.
Wait,
what?
For the prom, having kids, having babies, having child support, blah, blah.
How much does Nick Cannon pay for $3 million annually, gang? But then again, that's actually not that bad, to be honest with you. Not that bad, you might say. But he got 12 kids, though. That's like, it's not that bad, you feel me? But the thing is, though, like, I know for a fact the second I'm not having a kid unless I get married, bro.
The only thing that stops
if I have a kid, if I ever got a baby mama, bro, I ain't gonna lie, y'all can cut my cock off, deadass.
And she's beautiful as so you never think you'll have a chance, which is why you're scared to really talk to her. But eventually you do, and the vibe's going well until that one day where you finally decide that it's time to pop the question. So you call her and you start talking like normal until you finally get to the moment. You ask her out on the phone, and at first she's a little bit shocked, but then she gives you that smile. And brother, I'm not talking about the yes I like you too smile. I'm talking about that, buddy, it will never work out.
Have y'all ever gotten friends? I don't think I've ever gotten friends, to be honest with you. I've been like, you know what's my problem, bro? Whenever I was talking to girls, I would like, even though I'm asexual, celibate, virgin, I would always wait too long to like make moves on them. You feel me? And then like from there, it's like, like they don't even like that no more. You feel me? But like that was my problem. I would have a problem with shooting and. I go lie, I did friend zone this one girl though, and the thing is, I liked her back too, but I didn't know like. I go lie, I was stupid as bro. I ain't gonna lie, I had a low ass IQ back when I was a kid. Like I was like 13 though, and I really liked her. And I guess she really liked me back, bro. And my dumb ass said like, yeah, I like you. She said I like you, and I said I like you too as my friend though. I'm like, what the does that even mean? You know what's crazy? I had a dream about her the other day, so who knows? Maybe she might come back to my life.
And from that point on, you know you're fried. Because not only is she gonna reject your ass, but she will also hit you with that iconic, gut-wrenching, knife-wrenching line. Jeffrey, I really appreciate.
What the Yo, how you know my name, gang? Wait, that's not even my name for real, but still, how you know my name?
Honestly, you're like a brother to me.
Sus ass fool.
Just like that, you have a gym membership now. And the worst part about it is that next week, she's actually gonna hard launch with the guy she actually wants to be with. But it's not you. It's not you. It will never be.
I go lie with you, bro. Yo, there was a situation. It was not no friends of, but there was a situation that happened to me not too long ago. I don't know if I should say it. No, but I'll give you guys a synopsis because this happened to me a couple times before. So basically, like, you're over here talking to a girl, you're over here, like, you know, you're over there shooting game, and, like, you're over here telling you, like, oh, come over so you can come cuddle and watch this movie with me, and come over so you can, like, come on, I want you here right now, type, come here, like, I want to see you, and and then, like, the next day, she got a boyfriend, gang, like, what's up with that? Or the next weekend, then that really puts it in perspective, like, damn, you gotta be careful with these people, because sometimes they've had, like, 5-month-long talking stages. But there's a dude in the back who could have, you know what I'm saying, who could have cracked that shit open if he really wanted to the first day.
I ain't gonna lie, we all have to go through it.
Hey, but it happens though, gang. What can you do?
Too, because I'm not gonna lie, I had a homeboy who went through that exact thing. He told his evil demon light-skinned best friend that he actually had feelings for her. She hit him with that, "Aw, you're so sweet." And brother immediately knew he was cooked. But he didn't. He was, because that next day she proceeded to tell everybody in the whole school that he asked her out, and she also proceeded to call him a simp little.
Damn! Oh, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If a girl calls you a simp little bitch, you gotta throw hands with her, bro. You gotta body box her. You gotta tell, meet me in the bathroom, bitch. We gotta get 60 seconds in real quick. You feel me? Boom, boom, boom. You feel me? There's no option after that. Either that or you gotta air that bitch out. Pause. Oh wait, no, don't do that, don't do that. No, I'm just kidding. Like, air it out, like, in the sense, like, oh, you bring a vacuum and you like clean the school with the vacuum or with the leaf blower and shit. You gotta like leaf blower the air. Like, what I mean by air it out is air out all the trash from the school. Like, yeah, you feel me? Like, not like any other terminology that other hoodlums, thugs might use, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we don't use that. Over here, we're respectful young men and women who like to keep our areas clean and
I'm opinion as a guy, what's worse than getting friend zoned is having to friend zone a girl, which is honestly canon event number 2 because girls don't take getting friend zoned well at all. I think genuinely this is one of the hardest things to do as a man because women just aren't built for rejection. I mean, we're the ones who are supposed to get rejected, not them. So whenever it happens, their brains just can't compute what happened. You tell a girl you don't like her and she automatically starts calling you gay as coach. Or she'll try to talk to your best friend to make you jealous.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that shit.
And like honestly, this is one of the stupidest things you could ever do. You think talking to my best friend will make me like you when I didn't like you when you was trying to talk to me? What logic does that make in any
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I remember this one girl, like I have a story time about that girl on my page, bro. But this girl was weird, bro. She like really I don't know what's up with me. I guess I'm just mad handsome type shit. Top 3, stop playing with me. Not 3 or 2, stop. Number 1, gang. But anyways, bro, when I tell you, bro, like she like really liked me. Like this bitch would make TikToks. My fault. This woman would make TikToks about me, talk about some day 1 until Jeff falls in love with me, until Shot falls in love with me, day 2. But she would clip it out of proportion. You feel me? You know how they be clipping streamers out of context and shit now? That's how I felt like, because I would over here like smiling at my friend doing some dumb shit, and then she would take a video and be like, and she put it on her TikTok, and then the girls in the comment section would be like, oh my god, like he really like, you can see him light up. You can see his eyes light up when he sees you. No, bitch. It's because, like, bro, the homie right next to you was over here, like, fucking humping the wall or some shit. This fool looks stupid as hell doing that shit. You feel me? She made a whole, like, little mini part series. And trust me, bro, there's some other shit she did. I don't know if I can say it. But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, gang. She was not it. I did some fucked up shit, too, but fuck it, dog. She kind of deserved that shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Not gonna lie. That's just coke. But no, I gotta get it.
That shit was a long time ago, though.
Oh, no. Keisha's talking to my best friend Justin. Even though after I rejected her, whatsoever shall I do? Head ass. Like I promise you, I'm finna sleep just as good at night, boo. Matter of fact, I might even sleep better. Just like how I would sleep after I won a fight in school. Which is actually the next thing we're finna talk about. School fights. School fights are one of the biggest scandals at school. Because they are the biggest event that can happen at a school. A good school fight can set the tone for the rest of the week at that school. People will be talking about it for the rest of the day. People will be debating who won or lost, which if you won, you would get instant clout for at least 2 weeks. But if you lost, oh buddy.
Have you guys ever been in a fight?
I remember there was this fight.
I have like once, bro.
And it was between this white kid and this professional boxer. Yes, I said professional boxer. He was 16 in high school and he was already fighting.
What the fuck? This fool fought against a pro. That fool must have been boxing in Tijuana or some shit, gang. Must have been some Mexican ass fool, bro. Bro, how dumb you gotta be to fight somebody who actually knows how to fight, gang? That's like some of the most stupidest shit you could have do in your life, gang. And kill a buck. Imagine me going up to a UFC fight and be like, hey, I could beat your ass, dog. Fuck
big
that.
Leagues. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't know boxing, but he was good. And I don't know how this white kid pissed this guy off so bad or why he did that. But I promise you, that was the worst decision he's ever made in his life. Because this boxer
motherfucker hit him with
so bad. The video literally went viral.
Oh shit, where's
this fight on the internet right now that has over 3 million views.
Wait, I want to see this shit.
The reason why is because after the boxer got done beating this ass, he literally threw him on the ground, jumped up in the air, and landed on his head like he.
What the fuck?
Coins.
This motherfucker hit the Rey Mysterio on his ass. The frog splash, bro.
Flying out of his head and everything, bro. It was.
Oh my god.
People around our area were literally making memes.
You want to see this shit,
bro? It was cooked.
I gonna lie, bro. If you get hit with a frog splash during a school fight, I ain't gonna lie. You gotta do something. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta remove yourself from the world. You feel me? You can't be living here no more.
The kid literally had to drop out.
You gotta move out
because he was getting bullied so bad after the fight. And after he dropped out, he chose the absolute worst career path to go down after losing a fight.
OnlyFans?
Trapped and scammed even though he lived in a suburban household, man. It's a sad reality. This fight deadass ruined his life. I'm not gonna lie, and I don't know where he is right now. I don't even know if he's alive. But Buddy's life is cooked. Fights are legendary, especially if you get a good camera angle of the fight. But for some reason, they always is blurry or something. Like, it's like, what? We need to start carrying around professional cameras to document fights, bro. I'm not gonna lie. We gotta get the HD footage somehow.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. There's
man. Like, do something.
There was a day at school, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. That shit was like the apocalypse or some shit. The sun must have been in the right angle. You feel me? Because for some reason there was like five fights that day. We had like two. Like one of them was like two Samoan girls and shit like that. The other was a couple of tortas and shit. Then there was like this big. Don't remember the biggest one was like this big ass group of kids. It was like 4 or 5 kids who were just straight up yay, yay, yay each other. I remember there's like this little ass Mexican kid. He was like 5'2", bro. He was like, it was like the main. That was the main person in the fight, and the other main person in the fight was this tall ass like Mexican kid too. That fool was like 6 foot, gang, and that fool was 6 foot 260. You feel me? That fool was big as shit. But you see this little 120-pound Mexican 5'2", little stocky, little short ass Mexican fool, miss, fucking nearly knocks that fool out. You see in the video, like after the fact, you see this fool grabbing his nose and shit. He's leaking. I'm like, damn, bro. Not only did you lose the fight in front of all the HUDs, because like it was during like passing period and shit, and all the bad bitches were there. You feel me? Like all the HUDs are there. You feel me? But like, not only did you lose the fight in front of the HUDs, you got beat up by that 5'2" Mexican fool. I ain't gonna lie, gang. You gotta retire at that shit. You gotta move schools.
Another unavoidable canon event is entering a school hotbox. More specifically, walking into a bathroom.
Oh my god, I got a story.
Everybody remembers the first time they walked into the high school bathroom and they got a strong scent of blueberry Faygo flavored air. And then when you finally meet the culprits, you just see a bunch of
I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I'm a school shitter. I be shitting in school, bro. I be shitting in public, gang. I'm a public shitter now, you feel me? But whenever I was in school, I remember this one time I was taking a fat ass masa, gang. Like I really had to. Then boom, I was just taking that shit. And for some reason, all the Hawaiian Marshallese fools came into the bathroom and shit. I'm over here freaking out because I'm over here like, you know, like it's crazy. Whenever the Mexican kids or the white kids would come in, they'd always shake the saws and shit. They'd be shaking that bitch. You feel me? Fucking with you and shit. So I'm over here like covered up and shit, making sure they don't see my wiener and shit. I'm like, damn, I'm scared. Hey, tell me why 2 seconds after they all like, it was like a group of like 20 motherfuckers, bro. They like immigrate into the bathroom. I just started smelling like weed and shit. They started smoking that bitch out. And then like another 5 seconds pass by, and I hear a motherfucker playing ukulele, and they start singing along, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit was a vibe, gang. Motherfuckers was singing and shit, bro. Like I was over here taking a fat shit. Shit was cool. Shit was coming out smooth as hell. I'm like, damn, this shit a vibe, gang. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with my Islander people. You feel me? And then whenever I walked out, they're like, what's up? I'm like, what's good? And they just dabbed me up and shit, not knowing I had shitty fingers and shit. But fucking dog. That shit was a vibe though. That shit was cool as fuck. That was like the coolest shit experience of my life. I don't think nothing could ever top that shit.
White guys just passing around a vape, or multiple vapes if they're really fiends for real. You gotta try every single flavor before you go back to class. You know, I typically hated this because usually I just wanted to take a piss in the bathroom, but now I gotta breathe in particles that my lungs should not be inhaling, especially when they tried to offer it to you too, which on one hand, I do appreciate the nice gesture, but on the other,
have you guys ever taken a hit? I've taken like a couple before in the bathroom.
Administration
I will lie with y'all. I'm gonna keep
my lips on that cancer.
I don't like it though.
And it would be 10 times worse when instead of smelling some blueberry Faygo flavored air, you would smell some skunky flavored air. Like, bro, I hate it when people would chief carts in the bathroom. Like, vapes is one thing, but carts, you're just that's crazy. Especially if it smelled too. Like, what are we doing? Are we really just that stupid? It's like, do you want to get kicked out?
Nah, facts, dog. Like, whoever do that type of like whoever did that type of shit, bro. Like, yo, you were a fucking bot, gang. You're a bot. You're a bot. I mean, I would never do some shit like that. Never, bro. What the fuck?
Do you want to? You can't wait until after, or you can't just go outside in your car. Like,
Never.
I promise you, when the administration starts catching on to what y'all doing, y'all gonna be fried. No pun intended. Just like you'll be fried if your teacher doesn't like you. Because we've all had that one teacher that just hates us for no reason. Like, I had this teacher back in high school, and I promise you she had to be racist. She was an old white lady from small town Tennessee. And
I ain't gonna lie, she could have, gang.
You, she had a vendetta against black
You got a
people.
90% chance, gang.
Like MLK. I bet her and her family were having cookouts, potlucks. As soon as they got the news that he died, they was celebrating, hooting and hollering through the streets. They was cooking the best casseroles they've ever cooked. Cause brother, before I took her class, I had a 4.0 GPA. I was a smart, studious kid. But after her class,
for real, me too. I had a 4.0 too.
F in that. Literally had to retake the class the next year. And it's not because I'm dumb. It's just that every single test she had, she wouldn't grade based on if you were right. She would grade based on how she felt about you. All of the black kids in this class.
Yo, gang, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta run the fade with your teacher after that shit, gang. I also had a teacher who didn't fuck with me too. I remember one day she was complimenting me so much. She was like, "Yo, you're really like, oh my, your analysis of this work is incredible. I've never seen anyone think about it like this." I'm over here thinking like, damn, she about to give me an A+ on this fucking test and shit. You feel me? I'm about to go crazy. Tell me why I get my thing back and that bitch said 72, gang. 72, and you over here glazing my shit, bro. I feel like she didn't fuck with me
Especially
though.
me, 'cause I was the dark.
Like, cause I would just be chilling and shit, and she just call me out for no reason. I'm like motherfucker, I'm just chilling, bro. Like, goddamn.
Like, bro, I remember I had this test and I got every single answer right.
I
but
go
she
lie,
still
I never skipped class either, bro. I was not one of them fools who would skip class because like shit, I was scared of my mom's, bro. Fuck that. I feel like because my mom had like the phone connected to her at school, and I remember trying blocking it one time, but she figured it out and got my ass in trouble. But I remember, bro, like she would always get calls about me missing class and shit. But like the thing is, I would always be in class though. I remember one time she was like, "What are you fucking doing? Like, are you fucking smoking?" Like she was over here making some crazy claims. I'm like, mom, chill. I'm in class, bro. Chill.
34 because I didn't do the formulas right. Like, how does that even make sense? I still got it right. It doesn't matter how I got there. That's like saying LeBron doesn't deserve his chip back in 2016 just because he went down 3-1. He still won this series. But you want to know the crazy part about it? A girl sitting in front of me who got every single question wrong got a 74. And the reason why is because she did the formulas right. She just got the wrong answer. How do you do the formula right?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's fucking dumb as shit. You gotta run the. I ain't gonna lie.
Mad about it. That's how much this bothers me. She even gave me all zeros on my homework just because she thought I scribbled it in before she.
I go lie. At that point, bro, you got don't turn shit in, bro.
She tried to say my handwriting was terrible, and that's why she didn't want to grade my papers correctly, and that's why she gave me an F in the class. Yeah, my mom wanted to beat her ass by the end of the year. I'm not gonna lie. But something I was also happy about were fine ass teachers. Man, oh man, having a fine ass teacher was an experience. Like every single class you got with them, you was extra locked in. You made sure you had your best cologne on, your best fits. You made sure you actually.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. The only teachers that like look good for me was like elementary school type shit. Cause after third grade or some shit, not even. Yeah, after like third grade, I could say they were good teachers. But like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't like, like, oh shit, I can't wait to go to school. You feel me? Like, especially middle school, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck happened to me. I remember, bro. We had no bad teachers, bro, in my school. Well, actually, at my high school, we did have one. We did have some fun. Like we had this one girl. Oh, we had two. I ain't gonna lie. I did have like one. I have one teacher. My sophomore year, she was kind of fine. You feel me? She looked good and shit. She was like some tall white lady. But I'm like, hey, shit, you might be like 5'10", but shit, I'm 5. Like fuck it, dog. You feel me? But there was this one teacher in my junior year. Yeah, she ain't gonna lie. She was calm.
You can get.
I over here like. Hi, Mrs. Smiling at her and shit.
Made sure whenever she needed a helper that you was the first man up. You ain't ever
smiling shit ear to ear.
Now you want to be a teacher's pet. We see what you're trying to do.
Hello.
And she did too, which is why it will never happen.
Yo, I gotta take a piss, bro.
Like, brother, your life is not a horribly written TV show. And I don't care how attractive you think you are. A mentally stable, grown-ass teacher will never ruin her life for a minor in high school that she teaches. Lock in. But at the same time, a boy can dream. But something that's not a dream, though, are school rumors, which is the next canon event we all go through. For some reason, these school rumors always involve a relationship. It's either somebody did this behind the bleachers, or somebody cheated on who, or there was a sleepover where it was 2 guys and 1 girl, and you know what that means. It's always something just.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Icky and weird. I remember there was this one rumor in my school where this sophomore boy had a with 2 girl seniors. And
oh shit! What the fuck?
That sophomore guy was the coolest in the school. Everywhere he went,
he got clapped from that shit, gang.
People were asking for the story times. It was.
I ain't gonna lie though. That fool probably made that shit up himself. I ain't gonna lie. I had a rumor about me too. I had a rumor that what's it called? I had a rumor that I had a kid, dog, and that shit still had like splash damage effect. A year after that,
so
shit,
somebody
gang.
debunked the rumor and people found out it was just a big lie. He still got a lot off of that though. I'm not gonna lie, cause he still rap that.
I gonna lie though, he's a fucking loser though, gang. I ain't gonna lie, that's some loser ass shit. Cause I knew of this fool. I don't know, like who lied about doing some shit with a girl, and I knew it wasn't true because I knew the girl, and she told me she never did anything with him. But like, I'm like, that fool was such a loser though. Like he was one of them fools. Like, yo, I don't know how to explain it though. Like he was one of them fools that be all like, oh, like he would switch up in front of the girls like dead ass. Like he wouldn't be the type like to like body slam you or some shit. Like honestly, what I feel like he did was worse, bro. Cause he would be the type to like be like, oh, all men are the worst. Like, oh my god, like man, can you believe men? Oh my god, like fuck, like oh my god, men are the worst. Kill all men and shit. You'd be like one of them fools. You feel me? I'm like, dog, you're literally worse than me. Like, you're worse than everybody here. Cause it's full like the second the woman would leave and shit, the motherfucker would be all like, I ain't gonna lie, did you see that girl's ass? Dude, that shit was so fat, gang. Tell me you wouldn't hit that shit. I'm like, bro, chill, gang, chill. You're doing too much. But then the second the girl would come, yo, men are the worst. Men are so bad. Men suck. Oh my god. Why do you even put up with bullshit like that? You need to be a guy like me. I'm a nice guy. Like, you'd be one of them fools. I'm like, gang, you was worse than half these motherfuckers here, the bitch, bro.
But sometimes they are. And these rumors especially hit different when it's about teachers or faculty. I remember back in elementary school, there was a rumor that our principal and the president of the whole school were having an affair. Now,
damn, elementary school?
Until one day, a random teacher walked into the president's office and basically saw pretty damning evidence of it being true. If you get what I'm trying to say.
Man, there was cracking in elementary school, you tripping, dog.
And after that, the school went to shit. But hey, man, game is game. Even though that's wild, that's not even the craziest rumor.
I almost finished this shit, dog.
I remember my senior year, I had this one classmate that was known to talk to freshmen, aka the super senior, which is the next canon event. But let me tell the story real quick. One day I came into the school and I seen 2 police officers in the office. So I started asking around to see what was going on. And it turns out that bro wasn't just a super senior, he was actually a pedo. Because apparently
what the fuck?
He had relations with a 13-year-old 8th grader. The guy was an 18-year-old grown man.
What the fuck? I ain't gonna lie, that fool tripping, bro. That fool deserves to get stoned or some shit, gang.
The guy didn't end up going to jail because the parents didn't press charges, but they probably should have. Because I don't care what you
that
say.
Shit's ballistic, dog.
Talking to 8th graders, that's fucked up. You know what also fucked up? School exposed pages, which is the next canon event. Finding out your school has one. School exposed pages are one of the most illegal things.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that 2020 era, that shit was
period. But when you're a kid, you don't realize how
that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was
15 and 16-year-old girls doing sexual acts with other 16 and 15-year-old boys.
Yeah, that 2020 era, that shit was crazy, dog. I ain't gonna lie. It's 2019 for me, gang.
But they are very, very illegal. And a lot of times they would be called the whatever high school shade room. Most of the time they would just have fights, but occasionally they would have those crazy wild leaks.
Yeah, that shit would be ballistic, dog.
Like because that should not be allowed. But one of the last candidates I'm going to talk about is not.
I forgot about that shit.
Team. This is heartbreaking as an athlete. You were balling out all middle school. You thought as soon as you got to high school that you were going to step on the court and just go crazy. All for you not even to make the freshman team. One of the toughest realities you will ever have to face. And it's just as bad as that realization senior year if you're not going to get a college scholarship to play your sport at the next level. And truly a heartbreaking canon event that we all had to go through as athletes. But it builds character.
Hey, not me. I didn't play sports. I didn't play sports my senior year. Fuck that shit. But dude, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Our football team, like from high school, sucked so bad, bro. We went like 3 years without winning a game, dog. You know how bad you. And whenever we finally won a fucking game, motherfuckers threw a parade for them, acting like if they won the Super Bowl or some shit. I'm like, dude, you dead ass. We've not won a game at all in 3 fucking years, and motherfuckers acting like we just fucking killed Osama bin Laden or some shit, dog. Over here walking down with the whole band and shit. Like, I'm like, dog, we just won 1 game, bro.
You realize that there's more to life than going to the NBA or NFL.
Like,
even though that's all you wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to go to the NBA, and now I make YouTube videos. Say, hey.
Shit, I want to go to the NBA too, but I'm 5'8" Mexican, dog. That shit was not going to work anyways.
I know I said that was the last one, but I want to talk about 2 more. First up is Scholastic Book Fair. Core memory for
that shit was comfy.
Amazing. I remember I used to buy all of my Diary of Wimpy Kid books from here.
I didn't really buy shit, though. I had no money. I ain't gonna lie.
Too. Or the little pointers or the Lego books that had the actual Lego.
I bought like maybe like a couple of shit from the library and shit, but not that much.
Was the only time I actually like to read.
You know where? You know when I would buy books? Whenever my library would be throwing away all the books and they'd be selling them for like 25 cents, gang. Shit, we pull up with $1, get $4, go home.
But the last thing I want to talk about is those fundraiser pizza parties that you would get. Back in elementary school, if your class raised enough money for the goal. I remember our class used to be turned up when we won. Even though my class only got a pizza party one time. But that one time we turned up, I'm not gonna lie. And we were so hyped until we walked into school that day and we seen the Little Caesar boxes. And we seen how tiny they cut them pizza slices. Like, we barely got fed. Then they gave us little tiny juice boxes to match with it. It's like, bro, why? But as you get older, you will realize that those teachers paid out of pocket for the pizzas and the juices. When you understand how severely underpaid that teachers are in America, them coming out of pocket for that is really, honestly, noble.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, shout out to teachers, dog. Even though, like, shit, I got beef with a couple of teachers, dog. Like, bro, they be hardworking, gang. Because I remember I took a teaching class my senior year. Even though like the class that I had was chill as fuck, they didn't like do shit that much. You feel me? But I remember there's one time there's this one dude like this one kid he was just acting up, just talking back to the teacher like crazy. I'm like, oh dang, you gotta chill out. I'm like, damn, but you gotta understand, teachers gotta go through that shit on daily basis, bro. We really gotta deal with some fucking dickhead ass kids, bro. But shout out to the teachers who actually trying shit, bro. There's a couple of teachers out there who, shouts to them, bro. But speaking about the pizza party shit, luckily, bro, where I lived, where I grew up, there was a lot of, with the elementary school I went to, there was a lot of people with money. The parents had a lot of money, dog. And let me just tell you right now, gang, we were fed good during those parties, because the parents be like, oh, let me buy pizza for the class. They come in with 5 boxes of shit. I'm like, oh fuck. We buy like the 2 boxes of cookies, and like 2 boxes of cupcakes, gang. We was chilling, bro. I remember one time we was so good that they were giving away like plushies and toys and shit. I'm like, fuck, gang, like that shit was a W. I ain't gonna lie with you. It was a W. We can finish this video. Hold on, let me check this real quick.
We shopping at Neiman's, fuck side. Nigga wanna beat me so bad. Keeping that Glock on me, never lie. My brothers ain't going like that. Hollow tits ripping through his bag. Yeah, these white folks think I'm doing scam, cause